So not actually just kind of takes that thought out of their mind, moving that tee back.
This is up on the green at the 7th. This is Lydia Ko to get to 3 under par. Lydia has had success here as well. You mentioned Jin Young Ko with a couple of victories. Lydia Ko has 2 wins.
Olympic gold medal in Paris and a spot in the LPGA Hall of Fame, standing here at the par 3 at 2 under.
Her location today is just over a little bit of a ridge in this green. Want to land it ideally just on top of the ridge and let it trickle over. And she landed it just on the downslope, and that's why it took such a big hop.
Back to the 8th, just off the green, Lydia Ko for birdie.
She can be aggressive with this one, putting back up the hill.
Isn't that amazing? A year ago, she wasn't here.
You almost forget it. It's
I know.
I'm sure she tried.
Certainly softer. And on Tuesday, when I was out there with Rose Zhang, we're getting a lot of mud balls. And so that's something to watch here, because we did get a little bit of rain yesterday.
It's supposed to be beautiful through the rest of the weekend, so would expect it to continue to get a little bit firmer and faster as the week goes on, but it's a reason why there's only 4 holes right now playing over par on this golf course.
Here's Lydia at the 9th for a birdie. Yeah. Amazing season for Lydia. Great summer. That win at St Andrews, putting her name.
So much more demanding.
Back at the 10th, the second good look for Lydia Ko.
It's just a tricky little hole location today on the left side. There's a little bit of a shelf that falls off on the left side here. Taking dead aim is ideal, but not a lot of room for error.
Settles in. She won the opener this season, and that confidence just kicked right back in. That carried her the rest of the way. After the doubt, that settled.
Gosh, I left quite a few out there.
Yeah.
Look at the lead at 8 under par.
Drop back to 10. Lydia Ko, lengthy birdie try. At the dinner last night, receiving the awards, and got emotional up there in the Hall of Fame nod as well. Some legends in the house.
With the wedge in her hand, you can see her reaction there. That feels like you're giving shots away.
Lydia driving it into that right corner on the fairway. Second shot at 11. No, just flag hunting.
Chance to win it all.
Mentioned that approach from Lydia at the 11th, and here is the birdie putt. And Paige McKenzie has made her way over to this pairing.
Yeah, excellent shot to get close to this whole location, kind of protected by the greenside bunker. There may be some influence of that in this putt. I see it relatively straight, most of the green sloping from back to front, but may get a little influence off of that bunker.
Yeah. Watch out for Lydia Ko, 4 under par.
Players, when they are done with this opening round, Lydia Ko from just off the green here at the 12th, and Paige McKenzie out there.
Yeah, just downhill, pretty much the whole way.
Talk throughout about the season that Nelly Cordes had, but how about Lydia Ko? One of the multiple winners this season, just bounced right back. Didn't even make the field last year. Gold medal at the Olympics. Earns enough points to get into the LPGA Hall of Fame. One of 4 straight events, 5 straight starts at one point. Tee at 13.
Yeah, short par 4, and Lydia Ko on the tee.
Yeah, key here just to avoid the fairway bunkers that line this hole. Kind of has to squeeze it between the one on the left and the long on the right. confident pick up the tee. And well done.
Yeah, she likes it. That one's in good shape. Well, while we have a moment, let's head up to our booth overlooking the 18th with Morgan and Terry. Second shot for Lydia Ko.
The signal was sand wedge, but that's a big wedge. It is downwind, though, only 93 yards.
Yeah, she's confident with the number.
On 10s this season, 16th on the list coming in.
Lydia's approach was a moment ago. Now her birdie putt here at 13th.
Downhill, back towards the hole. I've got it moving. If it's moving from right to left.
Oh, yeah, good read.
Dove a lot more.
Yeah, fooled Lydia there. He's usually very good.
We see no rough here, run straight into the natural areas or more trouble.
Lydia for par. Okay. Stays at 4 under par. She's looking forward to coming back to defend with Jason Day at the Grant Thornton Invitational, which is played right here on this golf course.
All the apps, all the weather apps. And you double check and see which one you might trust more over time.
Par 5, 14th, Lydia Ko.
And the wind is whipping on this particular hole, kind of as you made your way around the corner across the street, but doesn't seem to affect Lydia.
Has not missed a fair struggle today, though, over par in the round. Meanwhile, Lydia Ko in the fairway at 14.
Another great position, 102 yards, just a wedge now. Wind just laid down a touch. Maybe waiting for her right wind. Has done well the last couple holes with these front hole locations, controlling the spin.
Something you don't see very often, Paige, a par 5 playing as one of the hardest holes on the course. 4th hardest today, playing over par.
Remarkable.
And most of it from players getting caught out on that second shot. It's quite dangerous.
22 wins in her career, now at the age of 27. After that approach here at 14, the par 5, this for birdie for Lydia Ko.
And a perfect leave. Sorry, Terry.
Just uphill, a little bit right to left here. After under reading the one before, a little bit of an overread there.
A lot of success on this golf course for Lydia Ko, one of the past champs.
Left, I wouldn't expect her to be aiming right at that flagstick.
This is the tee at the 15th. They've moved the tee back this week, but today they moved it back to where it was last year, so it's the same distance. Paige, they moved it up. Why do you think they did that today? Is there a change in the wind here?
Well, honestly, it's helping right now, so I don't know if that makes much sense as to why they would push it forward. But it does bring in the bunker on the left into play. That's only 247 yards off the tee, so just needs to stay right of that.
Some of the players saying they like the further back tee because
Back out to 15.
Lydia Ko in good position off the tee.
Yeah, 39 is the number I had in my head. I don't know anything less than that.
Well, you heard it there. 139 is what they're thinking as far as where they want to land it. She's got an 8-iron. Wind helping, and everything past this hole slopes away. So 143 actual to this hole location.
choking up on this quite a bit. She likes to do that, gives her a little bit more control. Also takes a couple of yards off the shot.
It's on the good line.
Steady. Falls away a little bit once you get going off the green like that. It's going to go down towards that drain, which will obviously get a drop from there, but probably looked a lot better in the air, and she'll get up and think, where's the ball?
There.
This is at the 15th. That's where Lydia Ko's ball finished. She's taken a drop from the drain.
And what she has remaining, Tom, she's looking at chipping back uphill. That first bounce will be very telling. If she's gonna, it should be back into the grain, both on her club going through the grass, but then also once the ball hits the green surface. But a delicate shot nonetheless.
Just beautifully done. Oh, nearly enough. It's a smart play to land it on the green. Really want to avoid messing too much with the fringe. Carried it all the way up. Let it release to the hole.
Very nicely done. And report back.
I'm sure you'll be there. Back on the tee at 16, meanwhile, Lydia Ko. You know, last night at the Rolex Awards, I mentioned receiving the awards and up there, and you could tell how much it meant to her. The other aspect of it, it reminds you of the insecurities of even great athletes and players and the doubts that come in. And she talked about how much it meant to win the opener this year, because she didn't even make the CME Group Tour Championship last year.
And she even talked about in winning with Jason Day, the Grant Thornton Invitational last year. She had a little bit of imposter syndrome, so to speak. She said, I played terrible in the practice round. I was like, why does he want to be out here on the golf course with me? I promise you, Lydia, he was thrilled to be out there on the golf course with you. And any athlete goes through those ups and downs and those moments where you don't necessarily trust yourself and you lean on your team. Lydia said she leaned a lot on her sports psychologist, and everybody has their team and their way to really dig themselves out of those moments, and the best do it.
Yep.
And if you're not mentally tough enough to do it, it just doesn't happen.
Lydia has 6 iron. Wind coming out of the left, almost directly across. A good leave here would be just right of this whole location.
Okay. You got to know where Nelly Korda is and Lydia Ko.
Yeah, players around the, you know, maybe not on day one, but as the week progresses, you're definitely paying attention to who's on that leaderboard at the same time as trying to block it all out. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's a game of both.
Yeah. Never ending. All right, the birdie try coming up now for Lydia.
Yeah, and if the players aren't thinking about who's got the heaviest footsteps on the leaderboard, I guarantee you the caddies are all very aware of who is playing well this season and who might be a threat on the weekend. And Lydia, again, I said just right of this hole would be a good position given the wind direction. She takes it right on the short side of this, playing really aggressive golf from what I've seen, especially on this back nine. This another great look. Again, this area of the green, very flat, not a ton of movement as it relates to break.
Yeah, Paige, Tom, I loved your joke last night about the caddies being nervous, walking up 18, playing for $4 million first prize. There'd be some caddies feeling the nerves coming down the stretch on Sunday.
Oh. Looked really good until it didn't.
Yeah, the 10%, which is the typical percentage for a win, that's 400 grand. That's a serious amount of money.
About half of what you make every week.
Leaves a slightly shorter shot into the green.
Now Lydia.
And given where this whole location is on the front portion of the green, a little easier to make it accessible down this left side as well. And it's been such a reachable hole for the players in the field today.
Just about everybody giving this a go, unless you miss the fairway, which we saw catch out Lydia Ko. But there is quite a bit of fairway up there to find.
This headed
80%
in a good direction.
Yeah, 80% of the field finding this fairway today.
Well, Lydia Ko in good shape. Back with Lydia Ko here at the 17th. She's taken a drop from the drain. This is her third.
Pretty delicate shot back up the hill. Needs to catch it clean. Sounded good.
Should be a birdie for Lydia. It'll get her to 5 under par. She's going to be right in the mix after the opening day.
And it's so nice to be able to use that, and that was a very nice display on how to do it well. What Lydia has remaining, not much to it. She is above the hole now. But again, it's more about execution for a putt this length than anything else.
Shouldn't be a ton of break.
Now, if anything, I
To keep
believe the ball's slightly above her feet, so a little bit right to left, perhaps.
Just keep the putter low to the ground through the putt here. She was standing over these quite a while last week. A little bit shorter there.
Good birdie. Gets Lydia to 5 under, 3 back. Winner here in 2022 and 10 years ago.
That is an indication. And Lydia Ko's been driving the ball very well today. Very quick tee pickups, confidently hitting her drives in very good positions throughout, specifically this back 9.
Lydia actually had quite the entertaining moment earlier the week on this hole where she has her dog, Kai, out. He saw a bird in the water, went chasing the bird. She said she chased him up this hole, went over to look for him on 17. He was all the way over on 13.
Yep.
And she finally found him in the marsh or in the heather area. But, you know, he's still a little puppy and he's a hunting breed, so Shiba Inu.
As expected, yep. Even par coming home, though. Back to that second shot coming up for Lydia Ko. You mentioned her puppy? Oh, at the press conference.
He was so cute. He just sat there in her arms the whole time. It was great. Little Kai. She got him earlier this summer. There's nothing like coming home after a round of golf to a dog. Doesn't care what you shoot.
Oh, from anything. Come home from work anywhere. Yep, you're exactly right.
Maybe high 70s.
Exploring the golf course earlier this week.
With your shape and where the wind is. It's a little bit more down right now, lads. Good. Come on, come on, man.
You could hear her caddy talking about how the wind is down right now. If anything, it's also coming out of the right. Ball above her feet, so that's something to pay attention to with a bit of helping and right to left wind. Don't want to draw it too much from this lie.
Is she pretty far back here, Paige? I haven't seen anybody come in with a hybrid.
Yes, Morgan, she is. 197 yards total.
Whoa.
Much longer than what we've seen from anyone else in our coverage. And look at that, hole high, very seldom gets you into too much trouble. Wonderful distance. Two lovely shots in there.
Two really good shots in there. So Lydia Ko trying to finish up with a birdie here. Day one of the CME Group Tour Championship. Beautiful day for the end of the road here for the season. Race to the CME Globe, finishing up right here. Lydia Ko trying to finish at 6 under day one here.
And a pretty friendly read, sloping the same direction the whole way. It is shadowed, but she doesn't have to putt through much of any shadowing.
Get going. Turn.
Everybody missing that one low. Nothing wrong with this opening round, though, Morgan.
No. Wonderful round. I mean, after the season that she's had, it is. We forget that she wasn't even here.
You got to come from behind.
That's going to be the game plan for tomorrow for anybody chasing nothing to lose, especially for a player like Nelly Korda.
Even security, they want photos with Lydia Ko.
Gary here with a two-time winner here at Tiburon Golf Club in the CME Group Tour Championship. Off to another steady start here. Hit every fairway today, just 26 putts. How would you describe the round?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't really out of position that many times, and I knew it was going to be windy, so especially the first few holes were going to be key. And I find that first, 1 to 5 actually the hardest stretch of holes on this golf course. So when you're turning those holes in under par or even, I feel like you're off to a very solid start, and I was able to do that and then capitalize on some good birdie opportunities from there. So yeah, it was really steady, and hopefully some more of that golf these next few days.
You're a winner here back in 2022, but didn't play your way into the field last year. How much of that was a motivator for you to qualify and get back here to Tiburon?
I think winning the Tournament of Champions was exciting, for many reasons. But I was like, yes, at least it's a ticket punch to CME, and it's been an unbelievable year. And to be back here, where I've had so many special memories with this event, and now to be able to represent the CME Group as well. So yeah, excited to be here. Can't take anything for granted. We've got the top 60 players out here playing, so. It's going to be a lot of fun golf, but it just shows, the level of play that all these players are playing throughout the season to make their way into this event.
You've made some new memories here already this week. Your new little buddy, Kai, you adopted, made a special appearance during your press conference earlier this week. What's it been like having him out here with you this weekend on tour?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. He keeps me on my toes. Can open the door very, quickly because I'm worried he's gonna dash for it, and worried he's gonna bark at every person that walks by the pool area. But yeah, he's great. He keeps me, I think, actually more focused while I am practicing, and then while I'm off, I'm able to switch off and just enjoy time with him, and kind of also figure out what life is outside of just golf course hotel. And it's been fun. He's a blast, but he's definitely a handful. And somebody said this is like an experience to having kids, and I was like, wow, I'm not sure if I can handle kids after just having a dog. But yeah, he's great, and I'm excited to go see him afterwards.
He's a cutie. Hopefully he'll make another appearance out here. Congratulations on the solid start.
Thank you.
All right, Amy, thank you. So we check out some of the highlights from this opening round for Lydia Ko. This early on at the second, Morgan.
Yeah, this is a tough stretch. 2, 3, and 4. 3 of the hardest holes on the golf course. And walking away with that long putt.
Yeah, she talked about that mindset too, getting through that stretch. This her third at 6. Talking about her puppy and her dog, but bigger picture wise, as we continue with the highlights here, this at 11, her second. At that point in your career where you start to really think about perspective and how it all fits in, and life away from the golf course too.
I think that's a lot of Lydia as well. She is so thoughtful and kind of looks at things from the bigger picture. And dogs can help you do that too.
Yeah, true. True. Excellent touch here at 17.